Hello friends and welcome back to this another episode of Top 5s here on CUBCAM TV, the programme in which we dissect UK artist discographies down to the bones and work out their top 5 original creations. We have been primarily focusing on instrumental creations. We will move on to vocals at some point, but for the time being I'm really enjoying looking through the catalogues of so many great UK creators. First of all, I want to send a massive shouts out to everyone who is supporting the channel. We are growing rapidly and I couldn't be happier with the response to these videos. So if you do enjoy this one, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, of course hit like as well, and leave a comment to let us know exactly how you are feeling. For today's edition of Top 5s, we continue our grimy approach, looking through some of the most popular and celebrated producers to ever grace the 140 scene. For today's listing, we are taking a look at the now worldwide superstar in Skepta, one of Grime's original high flyers, a celebrated member of both Roll Deep and BBK, whilst also being one of the UK's most unsung production talents. Over the years, Skepta has taken a lead role in a large segment of the production for his own releases, holding a very uniquely grimy electronic approach, shaping a lot of how the earlier scene sounded. Today, we dive into what we believe to be his top 5 instrumental creations. Number 5, Are You Dumb? In the earlier days of grime, Skepta was seen as one of the scene's most important and exciting production talents, with his revolutionary approach to 140 beats bringing something incredibly fresh to the table. Are You Dumb is a perfect example of just how potent his earlier production work was. Most famed for his brother J.M.E's vocal edition, this one perfectly demonstrates what grime production was all about in 2006, primarily using sharp electronic bass synths to charge the track up, weaved in between lively drum smacks around half-time rhythms and a few of those classic Skepta FX pads and wolf howls. These add the additional spice that make this one so memorable, and it's a fantastic way to kick off our list this afternoon. Number 4, That's Not Me. Now, if I'm being realistic, this one could quite easily be a little bit further up the list, but you know, it's my list and all that, so yeah, this is where it's going. That's Not Me, as both an instrumental and vocal production, is arguably one of the most important creations of Skepta's now illustrious career, with the virality of the music video winning him national awards, the track itself peaking at 21 in the national charts, and Complex magazine naming it the #1 most influential grime track of the 2010s. Looking at the structure of this one, it's a perfect blend of nostalgic instrumentation and melodies with smooth, sharpened modern production techniques and an explosive layout. It works as both an instrumental roller in a DJ set and will also turn any UK rave into a mosh pit within seconds. Realistically, this is one of the most important grime tunes to ever exist, so it had to be involved in our list. Number 3, DTI. At number 3 on today's list, we are again going back to the earlier days of grime, all the way back to 2003 to be precise, as we take a look at DTI, originally released via Dice Recordings. With Skepta, his sound and approach to instrumental production has become so synonymous with the earlier days of grime that often people don't even realise that the credit is his. DTI, also known as the Pirate Station Anthem, is an out-and-out classic, no two ways about it. The energy we feel pulsating through this one is so nostalgic, yet still so relevant, as a lethal array of horns and bass instruments are let loose across jumpy rhythms to create something that would still shut down dances right until this day. There is also fantastic remixes available of this one, including one from the legendary Terror Danger, who released his version via his Gremlins project back in 2009. It's a classic, and it has to go in. It's that simple. Number 2, Duppy. If I'm being honest, this may well have been the most difficult list for me to put together so far. Given Skepta's incredible influence on UK music over the years, it genuinely has been really difficult to do. For number 2 on our list, we are going to be leaping back in time again as we check out Duppy. Released in 2009 as a standout single featuring numerous grime heavyweights, the vinyl for this one dropped with Sweet Mother on the flip, making it possibly Skepta's strongest ever wax drop. The instrumental Instrumental itself is truly timeless, combining funky, colourful 4x4 rhythms with almost electro-style synth bleeps and classic vocal effects. This one will still shut down a grime rave to this day. The beautiful thing about this one as well is that you can either run the celebrated vocal or the instrumental in a rave and get near enough the same reaction as a result. It's fantastic. Also with this one, it was featured on Skepta's Greatest Hits album, which does rank as one of my favourite grime albums of all time. So yeah, that's why it's in second place. Before we round this list off with our number one selection, I do want to make the point that this is in fact my personal top 5 list of Skepta instrumentals. So if you have any differing opinions or anything you'd like to say about the list, please do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I'd be really excited to hear about everything you have to say on this video in particular. As well as that, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button if you are enjoying the video, and of course hit the like button as well. But now it's time to jump into the number one on today's top 5 listings as we listen in to Skepta's Shutdown. Now, despite this not being my personal favourite ever Skepta instrumental, there really is no way we couldn't have this one sitting at number one on our list. There have been numerous points over the years that we have seen Skepta really level up to the next stage. This was arguably the biggest of those moments, catapulting grime into the mainstream and worldwide. The vocal version of the tune, of course, remains the highlight of the track, but let's take a second to dive into Skepta's progression over the years with the cleanness of this instrumental structure. This one is the product of 15 plus years of training and grinding away, making those original sounds and beats, with it being arguably Skepta's cleanest ever grime creation to date. The impact of this one changed the UK scene forever, and sonically, it's really not that far away from where everything started. Just think for a second about how many documentaries or adverts you can remember hearing this one on. It really did change the game, and that's why it sits at number one on today's list. And there we have it, Skepta's top 5 instrumental creations live here on CUBCAM TV. I want to send a massive thank you to everyone who is watching these videos and enjoying them. They're always an absolute pleasure to put together, and I'm enjoying the process thoroughly. Again, a massive shout out to everyone who is supporting the channel. We want to see it continue to grow, so please do let us know who you would like us to feature on the next edition of Top 5s in the comments section below. For now though, I'm going to sign out and say see you next time, or you can catch me in the morning for Brekkie in the Cave, live from 10 till 11:30 here on YouTube Live via CUBCAM TV. Oh yes, see you later guys.